1-0 victory over UAB, your 4th win in a row. Statistically, much more lopsided than the score.
Sure.
What did you think about the way your team played tonight?
Yeah. Took us a while to find the answer and came with a penalty. Thought we could have another penalty in the first half and had plenty of chances, but give them credit. They defended well and had some conviction and good belief about them. Made it really hard, but happy with the result. One of those games that you want to win, and then at the end of this stretch, we went Friday, Wednesday, Sunday, whatever that is, 9-10 days. We had 3 games, and to take 9 points, I told the guys at the beginning of that stretch, like, this is a very important stretch of 10 days. What can we get out of it? So if you would have said 9 points, I'm obviously very pleased.
You dominated the stat sheet in the first half, but still went to the locker room in a scoreless draw.
Right.
What kinds of things did you talk about at halftime?
I mean, we knew, like, UAB's, they can be a pain and tough to play. They do a good job in what they're trying to do. So, they came out 4-4-2 and defended defended us pretty well. We still created a good number of chances, but couldn't find the answer. At halftime, we said, continue to be patient. It could take us 90 minutes to find the answer, but it shows a little bit of the maturity of a young group that we can go to halftime. There's frustration for sure, but they came out and found an answer quickly, and then there were a few moments of chaos, but thought we handled it relatively well, and happy with 3 points.
One guy who seemed to create a lot of offensive chances, including on his corner kicks, Bailey Sparks, made a lot of dangerous runs into the box. Does he feel like he's sort of on the cusp of breaking through?
Bailey's been he has a good number of assists to the assists, but it hasn't shown up in the stat sheet, and he's continuing to produce and put himself in good spots. It's only a matter of time until you look down and say, oh man, Bailey's got 4 goals now. So he's a very effective player for us, and can be very dangerous. Canute tends to takes the penalties and has more assists and more goals, but Bailey can create as well.
You came into tonight facing a team that had already been shut out 6 times and had, I think, 9 goals in their first 10 games.
Sure.
But you now have a 6'7" goalkeeper back there who seems to cover ground pretty well for a big guy as well. Does that change the way your back line defends in front of the goal?
No, you still don't want to give away chances, and you're still trying to deny entries and limit opportunities at goal. But to have a guy with, he's 6'7", but he's not just a big goon. He's a hell of a goalkeeper too. So we're happy with Braum. Cole did his job for 7 games, and Braum's come back in and he's handled himself well. And another shutout tonight. We're confident in him, and he's repaid our trust and done very well.
You've talked all year about the need for a lot of young guys to grow up over the course of the year. 3 of those young guys are in the back end, or 2 really. Mads played a lot last year, but Owen's a freshman. Nico stepped in as a redshirt freshman when Howell got hurt. What have you seen from those 2 guys in terms of growing up on the job over the course of the season?
They're continuing to develop for sure. We're not the finished product by any means in the back half, but we go, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, redshirt freshman across the back, and we have a sophomore 6, so we're young. We're young all over the place, but it doesn't mean you can't be good if you're young. It doesn't mean you can't be effective in how we want to play, and it sure as hell doesn't mean we can't, try to win every game. So we're coming along at a decent clip, but look, young is still naive at times, and we still do some things that make you want to pull your hair out. And on Tuesday morning, when we get back together, we'll watch some more video, and we'll say, oh my gosh, look what we did again, but we'll continue to emphasize the same points and principles of how we want to play, and hopefully that bodes well for Saturday night.
How worried were you and your staff about any of your guys looking ahead to Charlotte? And now that this one's behind you, what would you like to see cleaned up before you head east to go face Charlotte next week?
To tell you the truth, I wasn't overly concerned about the guys looking ahead to Charlotte because we are so young, and I think with that youthful naive nature that sometimes we just play who's in front of us and try to win the game because we really just don't know, So, and that's okay. I'm kind of relishing that youthful spirit with the group. So, yeah, I mean, we got a bunch to clean up. We got to get some guys healthy. We got to recover. It's been a long stretch. We are dead tired. It's fall break, so they can day off tomorrow. We have to sleep in late on Tuesday and train later. So we should be able to turn the page and concentrate on a good Charlotte team that is going to be a very good test.
Yeah, just to add on, you guys started off the conference losing your first game, and now you're kind of on a roll with like 4 games in a row. What do you think has clicked? Like, what has changed? What's been working?
Yeah, we were poor at Memphis at the start the conference. We couldn't find the answer, and we got frustrated, and we came back home, and it was we had to turn that page pretty quickly, and then we played FIU, which was not an easy game. But I just think, eventually some maturity. There's more belief and confidence within the group. Confidence is a crazy thing, right? It takes a lot of climbing up the stairs, right? Confidence comes in climbing the stairs, and it falls in the elevator, right? So we're more confident now. But look, Wednesday could have gone vastly different. We were not sharp on Wednesday, and we happened to get a result at UCF, and then we were better tonight. So we have not put like a full, complete 90-minute performance together that's been like, oof, that's who we are. So we still don't have full identity, but yeah, we're getting closer.